seriously, we've got to do this? This is a bigger waste of time than the game itself. We're on. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We're apparently live. We're sitting here at Wembley getting ready for the FA Cup semi-final. Now, I'm sure there's a few questions, so yeah. Oh yes, Harry Sidebottom, British journalist. Now, Aussie, you sit here as Aston Villa manager, about to take on Birmingham City in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. What are your thoughts? Look, it would be easy for me to sit here and say that my thoughts are, it's extremely amusing to me that Birmingham City are rotting away in League One while Aston Villa sit top of the Premier League. But that would be disrespectful to League One Birmingham City. And as Premier League topping Aston Villa manager, I would never say that. And again from me, what are your expectations for the game, Aussie? Look, I want them scurrying back up the M6, thinking that League One is too good for them. Now, Aussie, you must know that Birmingham City fans are going to find your comment a little bit insulting. Yeah, no, I would imagine they would. But luckily for me, they are so far down the pyramid that there's no chance of me hearing their little cries from way up here on top. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa. Welcome to episode 74 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa, and I'm looking forward to today's episode. As you've just heard, we are playing Birmingham City in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley, and I want to absolutely smash them into little blue pieces. And then we have the champion. I mean, it always goes. I've forgotten, to be honest. I've forgotten we have a Champions League quarter-final first leg coming up away to Arsenal, which makes it for an interesting sort of balancing act in squad selection. But we'll get by, won't we? We'll try that again. We will get by. Now, since last episode, 2 games in the league and 2 decent enough results, to be honest. First up, we played Derby County at home. Labadovic and Bree in this game were absolutely tremendous. A hat-trick for the Lab. And look at Harry Thomas popping up off the bench to nab a 4th in stoppage time. You can see the problem there, though, the Jack Grealish injury. He's out for about 3 weeks, I think it was, in the end. So it could be worse. It does put him out, not just of the Birmingham City game, but also the Champions League quarter-final. Now, before I go and forget to mention it, I am trying the sort of a zoomed-in skin, so I think it's going to be easier for you guys to sort of see what's going on screen here, easier to read things. Let me know what you think. If you prefer it the other way, I'll go back, but I think this might be a little bit easier for you to see what's going on. So just let me know in the comments what you prefer. Then we played Watford. Now, we usually have a difficult time against Watford, and this was an annoying game. I did rotate a little bit ahead of these 2 games we had coming up this episode, so maybe that explains a little bit. But the Lab on fire, 2 more goals, 5 in his last 2 games. Lee Hendry rescued us a point, and we needed rescuing as well in the 82nd minute, so that was excellent job by him. Might have even been his first goal for the club, I think. But you can see we didn't really play that well. We didn't defend well anyway. The attacking, we looked okay. You can see Pedro came in, one of our youngsters, one of the kids that we signed. He's not really one of the kid anymore, but yeah, he came in, did a really good job. Lab, fantastic, but we just looked a little bit, what do we say, crap defensively. That's probably the technical term. And if we look at what all this means for the league table, you can see we still have a nice gap. It's 10 points back to Liverpool, albeit they have a game in hand, so potentially 7. We're 7 points up on Arsenal, albeit we have a game in hand, so potentially 10 points. So 7 points is the gap right now, and we need to kind of go with that, don't we? Now, some other little bits of news since last episode. The under-18s have won the Premier Division Cup. No, I need to go to schedule, don't I? Just wait while I figure out how to get to this. Under-18s fixtures. The Under-18 Cup final, there it is. We won't go look at the highlights, but it was Sean Waring Trippier that got 2 extra time goals for us. We were up against 10-man Manchester City. But a win's a win, isn't it? And we definitely got the win. Now, one other thing I do need to quickly introduce you to here is one of our new youngsters. If I can find you here, where is he? There he is, Gary Turpey. Welcome to the club. One of our young midfield regens, named after one of the people watching. So thank you, Gary. And if you want to have a regen named after you, just let me know in the comments or at AussieVillain on Twitter, and we can definitely look to get that done for you. But I think we can expect big things from Turpey in the upcoming years here. And that is pretty much what we're at here. So let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face Birmingham in the derby. And this is the team. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Kosic, Chambers, Rodrigo and Nepo as a back 4. It's McGinn and AR in midfield. It's Roberts down the right with Almeida and Marin as an attacking trio. In behind the Lab, he's just anything he touches is turning to a goal right now, so I couldn't possibly consider dropping him for this one. And if we have a quick look at the formation, just with the zoomed in screen, it's a little bit difficult. You don't really see any other information here, but there is a formation that we're playing. All right, let's go smash the Blues. And of course, should we win this game, it's Stoke that we would play in the final. But I mean, they did beat Manchester United in the last round, so we've got to remember that. They're obviously decent, even though they are a League One team. What do we say to this? You should deserve to be in the final. Let's just do it for the fans. We should be winning some comfortably. Play your own game, you'll win. All right, let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith. And my nerves instantly mount. Because, let's face it, I've been given it some in the, in the lead up, haven't I? So, I will look extremely stupid if we don't go and win this game. I mean, we should win, shouldn't we? When it comes down to it, we're a Premier League team playing a League One team. The only thing that makes me nervous, as I said, is the fact that they've got here. They beat Manchester United to get here, so they're obviously not the worst Birmingham City team that's been going around. Corner comes in, and it's just off the line there from AR. Saves us there. Come on, boys. We need to do better than that. Some early nerves here. They are a passing team, so we'll sort of play accordingly. We'll look to counter-press them. They are 4-4-2. I'd usually like to play with an extra man at the back. But again, they're a League One team. We should be able to beat them. We shouldn't need to have extra men here and there and everywhere. We should be able to just go out there and get the job done. But, we're 20 minutes in here, and credit to them. We haven't scored yet, which isn't ideal, to be honest. But, still plenty of time, isn't there? We'll keep giving it to get creatives for a while. The only downside to this zoomed-in skin is we don't get to see body language. And Marin's injured. We didn't need that. We didn't need that coming in to the Champions League. We have Rodrigo on the bench, so that's fine. But we didn't need that. Let's go attacking. Let's be a little bit more expressive, and let's maybe exploit the flanks. I suspect they might be playing a little bit narrow. So we'll go with that. We'll give it a demand more coming into the break here. And I think we've shaded it, but not many highlights. It's not going to be easy, is it? Yeah, it's not going to be easy. All right, some calm. We're not happy with that. Let's fire them up. Let's just get straight back out there and see what we can do. The problem with bringing Rodrigo on is that we don't really have Paul Walker on the bench who can play right side. Rashid, we've just had an international break, and the African players were quite late coming back. So they're not really available for this. So that's why we don't have Silla, we don't have Rashid. We don't have the option of our Sudanese striker, though we probably wouldn't have played him anyway. There's a good ball around the corner. Almeida for Rodrigo. Look at Lab in the middle. Can we pick out the Lab? The Lab, it's a heavy touch. And snap for McGinn! We've got McGinn! Super John McGinn! I just don't think you understand. Oh, what a strike from McGinn. 1-0 to Villa. And is there anybody else who would rather have scored that goal than John McGinn? I don't think so. Excellent ball for Rodrigo. The Lab, it's a horrible touch from the Lab, but McGinn following in gets the goal. His third of the year at Wembley. Get in there, Jono. Woohoo! There we go. 1-0 to the good guys. Now let's hope we can go and start grinding them into little blue pieces. It definitely helps with the lead, obviously. We'll just go back to positive. The main thing here is that we win the game, isn't it? That's the main thing. It would be nice to put 6 or 7 past them, but it would be even nicer to be playing Stoke in the final in a few weeks' time, wouldn't it? And this would be a really good opportunity for us to go and win our first major silverware with the club too. Here's Almeida over a free kick. Knocks it towards goal! Oh, it's Almeida, and it's an absolute stunning strike from the free kick from Almeida. 17 goals this season now. That should be enough to see them off. And that is an absolutely stunning free kick. Well, it's a good free kick. It's questionable goalkeeping, perhaps. We should go with that. All right, with the game surely won now, let's bring Walker on for Roberts. And do we want to do anything else here? I'm tempted to bring Lee Hendry on. Do we bring him on for Almeida? 10 minutes to go. We should be safe, shouldn't we? Famous last words, but that should be fine. We'll rest Almeida up now for Arsenal in the Champions League quarter-final. McGinn knocks in a corner. Chambers is there. It's the Lab. He's missed, it was blocked on the line, was it? A little bit of a sitter for the lab. Maybe he should have done a little bit better. But we go to the other side. McGinn knocks in another corner. Back post. It's there. It's claimed by the goalkeeper. Let's throw out a little bit of praise here. I think we've earned it. The lab hasn't had his best day. Maybe we've used up his goal scoring form, but he was in such good form I couldn't drop him. You know, you've scored 5 goals in 2 games. You've got to keep going with him. But enjoy it, boys. Enjoy it, because we are going to the FA Cup final. We'll be playing Stoke in the final. And the most important thing is Birmingham City have been thoroughly defeated. 2-0, I mean, it's not the best result, is it? But we've absolutely played them off the park that game, which is good to see. We'll go with a little bit of passion, and you're in the final. Well done. I'm pleased for you all. And on we go. Aston Villa triumph in the second City derby. It's been a while since we had one, but instantly my attention turns to the Marin injury. It's a season ender. It's season ending for Marin. 5 weeks. If he comes back in 5 weeks, he might be back for like a Champions League final, should we go that far. But that is not what we wanted, is it? Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back. It's Arsenal. It's the Champions League. We turn our attention to Europe. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the Champions League quarterfinal first leg. You can see Arsenal are in excellent form. We are in decent form ourselves. And it all comes down to this. Now, we are without Marin, we are without Grealish, we are without Andre Green. Green's actually a little bit of a disappointment here because we could really have used him to play on the left. But we don't have him, so this is the team we're sending out. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Kostic, Holgate, Chambers, and Nepo as a back 4. Silla comes in to play alongside AR in midfield. Rashid comes back into the team with Almeida and Rodrigo down the left, with Eric Botheim going up top. Because we have some match fatigue players. You can see the bench there as well. We have Rodrigo, or Livakovic obviously on the bench. Rodrigo, who's match fatigued. Dali, Tonelli, Alina, Roberts, and Lebedovic, who is match fatigued, and I think that showed a little bit against Birmingham, didn't it? And so have a look at the formation that we're playing. Here it is, right here. Alright, boys, let's go smash the Arsenal in Europe. And here it is. Now, they have Hendricks. Now, that is their lightning fast striker, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, so we've set up, assuming he was going to play, we'll be a little bit deeper to try and nullify that threat. Given that it's the away leg, we really just want goals here, don't we? What do we want to say here? I just want to say that we're a good team. Go out there and impress me. Let's see what we can do here. No one's looking particularly nervous, which is good. Yeah. Without Marin, that is a loss, isn't it? Hopefully, Rodrigo, we know he can play out there, so that's fine. Where we miss it, I think, what we're going to miss is, I would have liked to have Marin on the left and Rodrigo up front. So, I mean, Rodrigo he'll do well down the left. I have no sort of questions about that. Corner comes in. It's bouncing around in there. We've got away with it, have we? Just about. We scramble it clear. And could we now launch a counter-attack of our own? Here goes Rashid. Do we have Rodrigo getting down the far post? Oh, Rashid just ran into trouble there. Wilcock actually really good tracking back, to be fair to him. To be fair to the lad. Yeah, having to have Botheim up top isn't ideal. They are running at us through the middle. We might narrow up the way we're defending here if we can get away with this. Mosley's made an absolute stunning world-class save. Well done, Gaz Mosley. We will just tighten up that, and we might... No, we won't. We'll keep that for now. But we will just tighten up the centre of the field because they're wingers. We can see they're looking to cut inside. That's a bit of a rubbish corner, and it's a goal kick. For a second there, I was worried we might have given away a penalty, but no such concerns there to be had. Now, we have not kicked the ball yet this game. We need to get creative. Come on, boys. It's another Arsenal corner. I don't like the way this is going. And there it is. Oh, and it's the guy I tried to sign in the off-season. Unbelievable. Oh, come on, boys. We have not settled in this game, have we? Let's give it a show some passion. What's happened here? Chambers headed it clear. Oh, could Mosley have done a little bit better there? He did. Was that offside? Probably not. That's a tough one for the keeper, in all honesty, isn't it? We have not got going in this game as of yet. We'll give it a demand more here when we can. Yeah, I mean, we just away goal. An away goal is absolutely crucial. Let's maybe go attacking coming into the break here if we can. See if we can get anything going. Here's Almeida. Can we get a little bit more Almeida magic? Oh, it's just over the bar from Thiago Almeida. we have not come out, have we? We've barely kicked the ball. It hasn't been a great performance. We might get aggressive at halftime. You know, come on, boys. They're letting themselves down here, which is what's disappointing. Look at that. We're on the big stage, and we just have not as yet come out. All right, come on. You do wonder a little bit, have we got injuries? Grealish and Marin missing at just the wrong time of the year for Champions League football. That could perhaps be a concern. Oh, we're 2-0 down and we can't defend a set piece to save ourselves. All right, let's get stuck in. I don't want to counter press, I don't think. Let's get more expressive here as well. Let's maybe not exploit the flanks. They were looking as though they were going to defend narrow, which is why we were exploiting the flanks, but we'll take that off because that's clearly not working for us. And that's horrible defending from the set piece, isn't it? We need this away goal now. Come on, boys. Let's just try maybe a calm down. What is the body language looking like? Anxious, disinterested. Yeah, I mean, what can we do to change things here? What can we do to change things? It's another corner. Comes in. We need... Oh, Gaz Mosley, he's there. He's claimed it. What's happened? He's awarded a penalty. Oh, it's going so wrong. And Gaz can't stop it. What can we do? We need to change something here, don't we? We need to change something. Something needs to change. Do we go 2 up top, I wonder? Let's try that. We sacrifice Rashid for Tonali. Put Tonali in there. We'll do that. No, Tonali's he's not as good a good attacking player. So let's do that. Let's play him as the deep lying playmaker. We'll put him on defend. Let's do AR as just a regular midfielder. Yeah, that's fine. Let's play Silla as a Mazzella. I just want to make sure we don't have that high line with their striker that's rapid. We have to counter press now. We just have to go for it. We have to be more expressive. Oh, it's gone a little bit wrong in the Champions League, guys. Yeah, this isn't good. This is not good. We don't need to see that again. Come on, boys. Let's throw out a get creative, perhaps. Napo's not having a good game. No one's having a good game. All right, Almeida. We're just going to have to take off players that aren't playing well, I think. I don't know what else to do. Who else is not playing well? See, Nick Roberts now is a bit of a pointless sub because we're not playing with wingers anymore. If we can maybe just get a goal back, get that away goal, and you never know what can happen in the second leg, but it's not looking good. It's really not. Let's try to demand more. Holgate in for Botheim. He loses the header. It's a bit of head tennis, and it's again just come up with Arsenal. They go in behind. Hendricks is there, and that is... I thought that was going to kill us off. I don't know what to do. Can we just try maybe a no pressure shout? We just need something. We need something. We need a way back into this game, boys. Come on, Rodrigo. Ball around the corner. It's headed clear by Christensen. Tonali picks it up. We go wide there for Kosic. Can we get across into the box? A bit of quality is needed. Ball comes in and it's found its way into the back of the net. It's an own goal from Ruben Diaz. We needed that. Oh, how we needed that. Is that going to be the way back into this tie? It's an away goal, which is absolutely crucial. The goalkeeper it's very Arsenal, isn't it? The goalkeeper and defender have just gotten each other's way, and Diaz has just chested it past his own goalkeeper. Come on, boys, let's demand more of that. Come on. Can we go and get a second away goal now? We don't look like we're going to do it. Are we just going to go and completely kill off the tie again? It's Diaz. Oh, it's tipped over, is it? It's just gone over the bar. We need to get men forward here. We need to win this counter-attack. Counter-attack, boys. Counter-attack. We've won the header. It's just bouncing around there, and that is an interesting... I'm not quite sure what's happened there, referee. Is it crossed the line? This hasn't been good, has it? Oh, it's done. We're out of the Champions League. We're going to need to absolutely... Has that crossed the line? Some wicked spin on it, but... We just haven't come out. We've just, at the worst possible time, not shown up for a game of football. Rodrigo to Bothheim. Can we get a second away goal? Where there's life, there's hope, I guess. That's a good ball for Masilla! Masilla! Second goal of the season for him. And suddenly, maybe there is something in this tie for us after all. What can we do? We just got to... if we can get another goal now, you never know. You just never know. Alfacilla, what a first touch that is to bring down that ball. That looked impossible. But he's managed to do it. He's powered it past the goalkeeper. And we're just clinging on ever so much to this tie. Can we get it pushed forward? There's only 10 seconds to go. I don't think there's going to be a third goal in it for us. But I tell you what... We've just about kept that tie alive, haven't we? We can't play that bad again. I don't think. Yeah, that was horrid. We've really let ourselves down, and that's the most disappointing thing. If we'd played well and lost, fair enough, but we just let ourselves down. But you do wonder, don't you? Is that Alfacilla goal, could that be the one? Powerless to resist as Arsenal dominate. We were absolutely horrid. We weren't good, but we've kept it alive, haven't we? Anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that episode, we did beat Birmingham and get to the FA Cup final, so that is something. But that second leg, that's going to be huge, isn't it? And that is going to be for Friday, guys. We'll come back. You know what we'll do? We'll show Stoke. It's a preview of the FA Cup final. So on Friday, we'll do Stoke at home, and then we look to mount the comeback. Can we climb this mountain that we've given ourselves and make it into the Champions League semi-finals? It's going to be tough, isn't it? It is going to be tough. If you have enjoyed that, though, guys, do hit thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. Let me know in the comments, too. Please give me some feedback on the zoomed-in skin here. If you like it, I'll keep it. If you don't like it, I'll go back out, so we play it like we did before. I just think it's going to be a little bit easier for you guys to sort of read what's on screen. But if it was fine for you before and this doesn't matter to you, there's less information on the screen now. So I'll follow your lead, guys. Whatever you want, that's what we'll do. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Now, Aussie, do you think Birmingham City fans might find your comments a little bit disrespectful? Yes, me again. Oh, for sake, moustache. Yes, and what are your expectations for the game? Harry Sidebottom, British journalist. Now, Aussie, you sit here as Aston Villa manager, about to take on Birmingham City in the FA Cup. Oh, for sake.